How's everybody doing? Trying to clean up a little. Time to check my social media. Let's see who loves me online. Let me go turn on my fan real quickly, because I'm about to get really hot. I get really hot when I dry my hair and style it. Hi Kaylee, shout out to Milo's Live, just saw your new video. Hi favorite creators, P. Hi Ding Dong Football. Shout out to Cody. Darn it, what? Okay, I just did a color remover on my hair, and we're gonna see how much it took out of the hair. So it might look a little orange, but that's okay because it's easier to color correct hair if you remove the all the product. So instead of having this color brown, that color brown, and you know, going all down the ends and stuff, like now I'm just gonna have like none of the hair dye in there or less of it, and that's gonna make it easier to bleach the new highlights. Shout out to ex-Boyertown. Woo, 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 woo. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, ex-Boyertown. How are you? Hi, Elder. Hi, Jonathan. Your new video was cute. Very cute, Milo. If you guys would like to go to Milo's channel, look for my comments is what I suggest, and leave a comment under my comments. You know what I mean? And that way Milo knows you came from this channel instead of having to leave a certain color heart, a certain emoji. If you leave your comments under my comments, I think that's the easiest way for Milo to know you came from my channel. So just look for my comments under any video or any short. I definitely need to go back and watch every single thing. I watched a lot of it, but I don't think I've watched every single one. But yeah, I'm going to go and leave some more comments, and then you guys look for my comment. And say hi to me, say hi to Milo, and then that way we know you came from this channel. All right, guys, I'm hot. Woo-hoo. I have my new skirt on. Who wants to see it? Hi, Eddie. Put a 1 if you want to see my new kind of pirate renaissance-y skirt. Let me know. It's a little different. My skirt. No, please don't put any inappropriate comments. All right, here we go. Okay, let me turn this way. It's got like shorter and then longer and lace and stuff and frills and ruffles and stuff. So I think it's kind of cute. I don't know how breathable it is, but it's a skirt, so it's going to be more breathable than pants. How you doing, Eddie? Hi, Greg. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you guys like it. You know, I think it would ideally look good with combat boots, but it's too hot for that. But could you imagine it with like a little leather jacket and combat boots? For now, I'm just gonna wear it with sandals, maybe like a small wedge, but not too much of a wedge because high heels hurt my back. So kind of a platform with a little wedge. So then I look higher, I look taller with a little lift, but without throwing out my back. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, so I've got my new skirt on, and I've got another one coming. I'll show that to you soon. Today is Makeover Monday. We're starting a new thing, you guys. We usually do Makeup Madness on Mondays. We're still gonna do that, but we're gonna alternate. We're gonna do Makeup Madness one week, then we're gonna do Makeover Monday. Hello. Yeah, so that way I could do something, whether it's making over my style, making over my wardrobe. Like I've got this new skirt on that I've never worn. I just did my color removal for my hair so that I can dye it in the next couple days, and that's part of my makeover. So yeah, I'm giving myself a makeover. I am gonna try to find a new style of how to dress. I'm just so comfortable in wearing tank tops, jeans, leggings, tank tops, t-shirts. I think I only had 2 blouses, you guys, like 2 actual dressy blouses. And then most of my dresses were sundresses. So I just want to like try like a little grown-up style, but still sexy, if you will, still hot. I don't want to be like matronly. Nothing wrong with matronly if you like matronly. But for me, I want to do like kind of modern, hip vibes for my age, if that makes sense. I don't want to dress like a teenager, but you can wear tank tops if you're older, you know what I mean? But I want to try to find a way to wear my tank tops where it doesn't look like I'm trying to be young or I'm too casual, where I feel like I can open doors, you know, like people would be like, who's this lady? You know what I mean? I just want to like up my game. So we're going to be working on that. Hi, Ayla. Hi, Ave. What's going on, Eddie Clown? Thank you guys for being nice to the moderators. I appreciate it when you guys are nice to the moderators. I think Sam will be coming in. I hope I didn't miss her. And Milo's here as well, so make sure you're saying hello to all the mods. I appreciate it. Of course, you guys are going to have certain relationships with some more than others, but definitely make sure and thank all of them for the great job that they do. We appreciate them. Time to check my social media. Oh, and look at me. I was already going up and down before I saw your comment. I just like to bounce on this ball. It's just more fun. But yeah, I'm going to dry my hair, and every 30 seconds, I'm going to like dry it. But if you guys get me to so many likes, I will stop the dryer. So it's either 30 seconds, or if you get me to the number, oh, I gotta plug in my phone. Hold on. I don't need a problem like we had last time. Okay. And there's my skirt again. Ooh, 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 I love you. Okay. Okay. I wish it was more like cottony, but that would probably shrink and not last as long, so. All right, let's dry my hair. I will stop the dryer at 50 likes or 30 seconds, whatever comes first. See you guys in a minute. I'll be on mute. Okay, I think that was about 30 seconds. I need to find my other brush. I like how the air flows through this one, but it's not my favorite brush to use. And I went back old school with my old mirror that I used to use. You guys remember this one? It needs to be cleaned, but I don't know what happened to the white one. And now I don't know what happened to my brush, except I probably left it in the bathroom. So let's see how that is stripping out that color. It was mostly on top because I don't dye this part underneath. But some of the brown from up here on my roots was like washing down over the blonde. And now it looks a little more yellow instead of like dark blonde, which is gonna make it easier for me to tone. So part of Makeover Monday, you guys. I'll do the rest, I think, Wednesday, just so I can have a day in between and rest. And then Thursday, I go get some labs done. Hi, Big Racer. Thank you. Shout out to you. Shout out to Harper. I remember Harper. Thank you. Thank you, Tom. Shout out to Tom. Is it Jiao? Jiao? Yao? I don't want to say your name wrong, but hi, welcome to you from Brazil. No, you're not going to be joining me for the labs. I don't think they're going to let me film in there. I'm just drawing, you know, and I don't know what that sound was. But yeah, I'm getting my hormones checked to make sure I'm still a woman. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, to make sure that like everything is operating smoothly. As you get a little older, you start running on fumes, and yeah. But I am going to see a naturopath if my hormones are off, because I don't want to take more medicine. I'm not a medicine lover. If I have to take it, I have to take it. But if I could take some natural stuff to alleviate the issues, that's my preference. Hi, Trinity. Yeah, I still got fumes. If you're curious about my fumes, you can go check my mild spicy page. You'll see all the fumes on there. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do the next little bit of my hair, and if you guys get me to 65 likes, I'll turn off the dryer. Otherwise, it's gonna be 30 seconds. See you guys in 30 or less. Okay, I think that was less than 30 seconds. You guys might have to time me and let me know in the chat. Brooke, it's been 30 seconds. But I give you guys a chance to get me off of mute. All you guys have to do is hit the like button enough, and then I'll come back whether it's 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or 20 seconds. It's all up to you guys. If I don't get those likes, I just keep going for 30 seconds. Hi, Steve. Hi, Tong. How are you guys doing, everybody? Thank you for being here. Again, we are doing something new with our schedule. So we're alternating. Instead of doing Makeup Madness Monday and then doing Face Art Friday, people weren't totally loving the crazy makeup. Some people were. Some people love it. But it does take a lot of effort and time. It takes me longer to put on my makeup, so I have to sit longer. And if the numbers aren't there, then it doesn't make sense. I could film those for videos. But instead, what we're going to do is we're going to alternate. So one Monday, I'm going to do Makeover Monday. The next Monday, I'll do Makeup Madness. So instead of every week on Monday having a crazy look, it'll be every other week. That way we could still have a little fun with it. And then on Fridays, we're going to alternate those as well. So one week it'll be Freaky Friday / Face Art Friday. And then another week it'll be Fancy Friday, where I put on a dress, I put on the lashes, I doll myself up, and I get a little fancy. Even if it's casual fancy, like with my new image I'm trying to create. like, you know, linen pants and something cute, like, so that I'm casual fancy, if you will. Instead of a tank top and jeans, like a nice blouse and some linen pants. So I'm trying to get a little fancier, find my style. I never had a style, ever. Shocker. I mean, you guys think I wear this just to draw in the eyes? Like, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt, but I dress this way because that's how I always dressed. That's always what I've worn, is tank tops. I don't have a style, but I am going to try because I'm approaching 50 and I want to look like a classy 50-year-old without losing me. You know what I mean? Thank you, Harper. I appreciate that. Shout out to, who are you asking if they're a bot, Harper? Please leave people alone in the chat. Okay, you guys, I'm going to dry my hair for a little bit more. This time I'm going to set the number a little lower. Let's get to 75 likes or 30 seconds. I'll come off of mute, whichever one happens first. $75. Thank you for 75. I appreciate it. One for every year of my age. Just kidding. That's what some people think. All right, who cares? I just like to be funny. Some people think I look younger or they're just trying to be nice. Some people think I look older. Some people think I look my age. They're all right. All of them are correct. It depends on the day. It depends on the day. Depends on the day. Okay, I think you could tell it's a little bit brighter. I'm not so worried about the ends as much as the top. Okay, so this part is the part that I want to see more than this. But this is definitely brighter than it was just 2 hours ago. Or before I started the hair color remover. I left it on for about 45 minutes, but it took me about 20 to put it on because I wanted to go through it really well. Thank you, Cody. Thank you, Blue Hunneds. Shout out to you, Blue Hunneds. If you want to know if they're real, join my spicy site, link in the bio, or you could copy my @ here and my username here. They're the same over there as they are on here. You know what? I'm gonna go get my other brush. Give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. It's just gonna take me a second. Just a second. The other one does not put enough tension. It's like a wet brush so that it doesn't break your hair. But it doesn't have enough tension to blow out the curls, like to straighten them out. As you can see, I've got a little wave pattern going on there. I don't want that. Okay. Let's get to 85 likes or 30 seconds, whatever comes first. I'll be right back. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. We almost made it to 85, but that's okay. Every like helps. I appreciate you guys. I just blew my eyelashes onto the ground. These little things don't weigh much. And I just lost 2 of them, so. We'll see if they landed face down or belly up. We will see about that. We will see. We will see about that. Thank you, Cody. Yeah, I don't want to, you know, like hurt somebody's eardrums with the hairdryer noise. And I allow you guys to get me off of mute if you just like the video. If I get like 7 likes while I'm on mute, I will turn it off or whatever I set the goal to. So it's up to you guys how long I stay on mute. But I don't stay on longer than like 30 seconds usually. If I don't time myself, but I try to like mentally time it. Hi, Ghost. Oh, lots of love to you too, Shaba. How are you doing? Shaba or Shaba. Nice to have you here. Okay, guys, I'm liking it. It is a lot lighter. If I put purple on this, you would definitely see that ashiness, and it took a lot of the copper out. So what I'm gonna do now, I can put new highlights in here, and it won't have to lift through the color like that was on there, the box. It wasn't box color, but like Sally color. I had like a few different colors on there, like from the last few times I did my roots. And if I try to lift through the color, it tends to get more orange. You have to leave it on longer. You get more damage. So it's just best to remove that color and then start fresh. So that's what I did. Hi, Magical Indigo. Oh, it went really well. Thank you for asking. Magical Indigo is asking how my live went on the blue page or the mild spicy page. It went really well for my first time. I didn't stay on too long because I was hurting. But we did well. I think I got like 7,000 likes. Something like that. And I won't say how much money I made, but definitely more than I make here, which that's okay. You know, I like this. This is my hobby. That's going to be more of my job, and this will be my hobby again, where when I first started this out, this was my hobby, and I had more fun with it being my hobby. But then when I started relying on it to be my only job, it got a little more stressful. If I had a stream that wasn't as good, it was like, you know, like, I need to make money. And I'm sorry, I'm just being honest, you know, like, I stopped selling as much furniture. Then I injured my leg. And when I injured my leg, I couldn't work. And then when I went back to work, the algorithm was gone, flatline, gone. You know, everything I had worked for over a year, gone. Like as far as the algorithm, like you guys didn't leave me, but the algorithm wouldn't show me to you guys. You would have to search for me to find me. So it was pretty disheartening, and now I can't miss a day. So if I keep it a hobby, then it'll be okay. It'll be fun again, and then the other page can be my job. But I want to have fun there too, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just like that one will be my source of income. This will be a few extra bucks and more for the fun, creativity. Hi, Voyager 1. Hi. Thank you, A. Whitney. Would you like to see the art? Thank you. I am so hot right now. That hair dryer's hot. The skirt's hot. I'm hot. It's all hot. Good thing that breath isn't hot. Pierre. My pH is great. Don't be disrespectful. I use something called Lumi body wash and Lumi deodorant. It is designed by a gynecologist and OBGYN so that it doesn't ruin your pH. And I'm not out here being a 304 on the street, to each their own, you know, but if you're not sleeping with anyone, it's a lot easier to keep your pH intact. Yeah, so it's doing great. Thanks. Hi, Luigi. Shout out to Luigi. Yeah, Lumi's great. They also have a man version of Lumi. It's called Mando. Kind of like man deodorant or whatever, but Mando. Trust me, you guys need deodorant down there too. Trust me. We all have booties, booty cracks and stuff like that. And that's usually where the scent is coming from. The bacteria that travels as you walk and sweat. So yeah, that's what it's usually from. So make sure you put some pH balanced deodorant like Lumi or Mando on your back dough. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Thank you, Luigi. Hi, Christopher. And definitely do us a favor, men. And women, do the men a favor, or women or whoever you date. Just take care of your pH. Yeah. Actually, Teza, you should be using it, but not just any deodorant off the shelf. Like I said, the one that I'm talking about is designed by a gynecologist. You should never put perfume down there. You shouldn't put certain soaps down there. They sell a soap too. They sell a soap for down there. But yeah, look up Lumi, L-U-M-E. If you're a woman. If you're a man, Mando, M-A-N-D-O. They have other versions, knockoff versions that are starting to copy Lumi, but I would go with the original designed by a doctor. Christopher. Shout out to Christopher. Right, Milo? Right? Yeah. Men always have something to say about women and their smell and their pH, but men, you need deodorant too. Welcome back, Eddie. Hi, Ashley. I'm so glad you learned something new today. It also comes in stick form or cream. Shout out to Antonio. Whoop, 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 whoop. I do not recommend the kind like this for your down there. You know what I mean? I suggest get the little cream, like squeeze it out and then go wash your hands. You don't want to take a stick and then stick that back in your drawer. So get the cream version, and you can also put it under your pitties, your itties, all your itties. Okay, I'm gonna start drying a little bit more of my hair. How am I in myself? I don't know what that means. I'm gonna dry my hair a little bit more, 115 likes or 30 seconds for me to get off of mute, whichever comes first. Okay, when your hair is wet, it's gonna be more dark. So it is still wet on the top. And look how much lighter and brighter it is already. I'm so excited because I had put highlights, and when I had to put the, last time I didn't put highlights. All the times before I did, but I put a shadow root last time, and I took it down a little further, and they sent me the wrong color. So it came out kind of orange, and it covered up a lot of those highlights. And then I put an ash color over the kind of orange color, and that just made it neutral instead of ashy. And then that washed over the blonde as well. When your hair is super blonde and porous, it is gonna grab any of that color. So now, instead of having to bleach all that blonde again, it is just coming back blonde on its own because I used a color remover. Again, today's Makeover Monday, something new we're doing. We're alternating between Makeup Madness and Makeover Monday. We're gonna do one week, one the next week, one week, one the next week. Same thing with Freaky Friday or Face Art Friday. We might get rid of Face Art Friday and just combine that with Makeup Madness. So I'll still do face paintings, but I'll do it on Makeup Madness Day. And then that way we could have Freaky Friday and Fancy Friday. So it's not too complicated. Just one week will be a little wild, the next week will be pretty. You know what I mean? Shout out to Gigi. Thank you, Gigi. Woo, 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 woo. Super shout out to Gigi. Yeah, I just got out of the shower. So yeah, I do need chapstick. I'll put a little oil on. But my lips are kind of pale. And I have a little white spot right here, like where I don't have pigment. So even with stuff on my lips, it still kind of looks like I need more. Better? Thank you. Good looking out. Good looking out. That's a real friend that'll tell you you need some chapstick. Fancy and freaky, that's right. Shout out to Gigi. Super shout out, 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 super shout out. Whoop, 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 whoop. Super shout out to Gigi. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Super shout out to Gigi. Super shout out. Super shout out, super shout out, super shout out. Super shout out, super shout out, super shout out. Super shout out to Gigi. Thank you, Gigi. A 360. I don't have much room to do that, but I'm going to show you my skirt because I like it. And I'm going to do a little dance for Gigi. Super shout out, 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 super shout out. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hopefully my skirt didn't lift up. I felt a little breeze. Woo-woo. Thankfully it's a little bit longer of a skirt, but I felt a little breeze on the buns. Okay, I better start drying my hair a little more. Thank you, Gigi. Big super shout out to Gigi. I appreciate you. I'm going to alternate this time since Sam's not here. Cody, do you mind doing the spicy link, if you will? Anytime somebody makes a comment that seems like they might be interested, or just every so often, if you would put it in there. I think we have enough people that you could put it in there, and all the other stuff. Okay, I need to dry my hair a little bit more. Oh, you never saw that I posted my pics on there? Who posted my pics? You just put, he posted your pics. Who's he? Who's he? Whoever did it, oh, that's fine. I'm going to dry my hair. Let's get to 130 likes or 30 seconds, whatever comes first, and I'll be back off of mute. Okay, we almost made it to 1:30. Thank you guys for sticking with me as I dry my hair. Look how much better. I know it's like not all the way dry yet. It'll look better when it's dry. But I'm so happy with it, you guys. It took so much of that gold out. I have like some gold here, but when I put in the highlights, that's gonna take some of that gold down. And then when I lay down that ash, the new ash color, it's gonna go over it so much easier now. It's just so much brighter. Look how much brighter my hair is. Dementia? Are you a psychiatrist? Am I sitting in your office? Unless you're a doctor and I've come to you and you have my full paperwork, don't go telling people I have dementia. It says more about you than it says about me, that you think you can diagnose people off of a character on the internet. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Milo. I was a little worried too when I was doing it. I didn't see much change happening, but then again, it was wet. Yeah, I like it so much better. It's not the color it's going to end up, but just the fact that that stuff came out of my hair it makes me so happy. Like this is going to have a way better outcome than if I would have just put more color and then more bleach. So yeah, and it's going to have a healthier outcome. Green skirt. Yes, green skirt lifestyle. Hi, Jack. Okay, guys, I want to finish drying this hair so we can just hang out, do some makeup, so let me do 30 more seconds, maybe even 40, so I could get it closer to dry. I think I have 1 or 2 more times doing it. Let's get to 140 likes if you want me off of mute, or you can wait 30 seconds. Or you could do what Gigi did and give me a super chat, super shout out, 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 super shout out to Gigi. Thank you, Gigi. I appreciate you. Big super shout out to you. Okay, 30 more seconds, you guys, or 140 likes. Okay, I do for sure have 1 more time, but I didn't want to leave you guys that long without me coming back and talking to you guys. The next time I dry it, it'll for sure be all the way dry. Like dry enough that we can just rock and roll, do my makeup. The only reason I'm not starting my makeup right now is because I don't want to sweat it off. Like drying your hair is hot, it's like you could put it on medium. I do like to put it on medium. It's still too hot for me. And then I'm going to be flattening my hair. I don't usually straighten my hair. I usually curl it. But the reason I'm going to straighten it is because I'm going to be doing highlights. So when you do highlights, if you've got curves in your hair or curls in your hair, it makes it more difficult. So I am going to do a straight style today. Something different. Look at that. I'm so excited. I also have a blue that I could put into the shampoo or a purple. So it depends whether my hair is kind of orangish or kind of yellowish. I also got a toner. So it all depends where my hair is at and what it needs at the end. If all I need is a little shampoo or conditioner with some color in it, perfect. If I need a toner, I've got a toner. Yeah, I don't have any cats. No cats. Thank you, Asan. Cody, do you mind putting that link for Asan? Hi, Matthew. How you doing, Christopher? How you doing, Matthew? My dog passed away. Instead of saying I don't have a dog anymore, I'm just going to come out and say it. My dog passed away. He was a great dog. He's no longer with us, only in my heart and in my memories. But that's okay. I said I would answer any questions today within reason. Yesterday I got a little upset because people were digging into, like when I said I don't have a dog anymore, they're like, what happened to your dog? You know, like obviously if somebody doesn't answer you, they probably don't want to answer that question or talk about it. But if I'm on the internet, I'm kind of setting myself up to answer these questions. So I should handle it a little better. So yesterday I was a little snappy because I was in pain and I have bad days. Or I don't want to say bad days because all days are a gift. So they should all be good, but challenging. I have challenging days, more difficult days, but they're all still good days. Just challenging. Shout out to Gigi. Big shout out to Gigi. Super shout out to Gigi. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Super shout out to Gigi. Super shout out. 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 Thank you so much, Gigi. Hi, Hector. Thank you, Hector. Are you on my blue page, Hector? My mild spicy page? Some say it's more than mild. They're like, I was not expecting this. Yeah, it's not full NUDE, but it is more than what people were expecting, I guess. Worth it. I lowered the price really low. All you have to do is eat at home one night instead of going through the fast food, and you'll be able to afford it. It's the price of a fast food burger and fries. $10. Thank you, Salah. I love you too. Do I do pit stuff? Like you want to see my armpits? Go to the site. I'll start that for you. Sure. Sure. I'll put an emoji over my pit like I do my other. Just kidding. Just kidding. I love you too, Hector. Thank you. Hi, Eduardo. Shout out to you. It's just right. Thank you, Christopher. Shout out to Christopher. Hi, Ernesto. I might even show my feet on there tomorrow because tomorrow I'm getting my toes done. I don't do feet stuff or anything like that, but I might show my toes on there tomorrow. Risque, I know. Not the toes. Yeah. Thank you, Randy. I got it from Fashion Nova. I usually get my stuff from Goodwill, but I got this from Fashion Nova. You guys, we're almost at 150 likes. I'm probably going to do a French manicure on my toes. That way when they grow out and I cut them, they're just pink. Just pink. They last longer that way. I just embarrassed myself. Look how red my face got. I'm in Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Gracias, Eduardo. Thank you for calling me hermosa. I appreciate that. Please don't ask me inappropriate comments. Not only am I going to ignore you, if it's really bad, you could get blocked. I'm going to give you a warning, but please don't talk about the color of that. Like even on the blue page, I don't show that. I don't talk about that. So let's keep it classy. You know, like I know some people don't think I'm classy anymore because I got that page, but again, it's not fully exposed and I'm doing it for my health. So my health is more important than people's opinions of me. I was sick of being in pain, sick of suffering every single day and having to live my life in my house, not being able to get out, not able to sit in a real chair. I can't go anywhere, or I have to recover from it for days. Like if I go to a restaurant, I don't enjoy it because I'm hurting the whole time, and then I have to recover for a few days. So I just don't go that often. I try to get out, but I just don't enjoy it. I have more anxiety than I do enjoyment about going out. So I'm doing this to get my health. There are some procedures they can do for me, but they are out of pocket. They are not covered by insurance. Plasma and stem cells are not covered by insurance. They're just not. They used to be covered at this one place in Las Vegas like 2 years ago. And I went there to see if they still take it, and they said not anymore. So I've got to pay for it. I did do PRP in my hip, and it did take me a year to recover from that, but it worked. It just took a year. You know what I mean? I was in more pain for a year, but now the hip is like a 1 or 2 on the pain scale, where before it was a 10, a 9, or an 8, depending on the day. It always hurt. I couldn't even touch it. I couldn't lay on it. I couldn't bump anything. When the winter came, it would like really, really hurt. And it would have me limping. But, you know, so I limped and I hurt a little more for a year, but now it doesn't hurt. I'm hoping the same with my tailbone. Not that it takes me a year to feel better, but that once it heals, I feel better. That's what I'm hoping for, that this works as well for the tailbone like it did my hip. So yeah, it's a $5,000 procedure out of pocket. And I've heard people say that they think I'm rich on here. I don't know if I'm giving rich vibes, but I'm not rich. I'm getting by. But I don't have extra money to be paying for these procedures, or I didn't until I started this page. So, is it Isa? Hi, Shahul. I love you too. Thank you. Hi, Dragon Master. I have one more time to dry my hair, 30 more seconds, or 155 likes. Thank you guys. I'll be right back. Okay. Now that I would understand if they said I had dementia. Okay. Let's unplug this. Plug in my straightener. Or the plug's gonna come out of the... No! Can you hear that? That is my vibration plate. The balance plate that you stand on. So if my phone rings, it's gonna ring through that much louder. If I had my phone on, it would be like playing it through their speaker. But it's fine, because I'm not on my phone. All right. We're not gonna over straighten the hair. We're just gonna straighten it a little bit. Hi, Jerry. How are you doing? Hi, Jorge. Welcome. Nice to have you here. Nice to have you here. You control yourself? Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. I control myself on Thursdays. Just kidding. Thank you, Trent. Shout out to Trent. Hi, Willow. Thank you guys for the 150 likes. I really appreciate it. I am going to start straightening this before it gets too hot. We're just going to do a little bit. I don't want it to make that sound it just made. I don't want to scrape my hair. I want to just go over it and smooth. I'm so happy to see my hair lighter again. You have no idea. Yes, I still have to do the top, but that's okay. I'm even tempted to just not do the brown part, so it doesn't run back over the bottom when I do it. I'm thinking what I might do is just the very top. Usually I do this much. I dye this much of my hair. But I'm thinking I might do this much. And then that way, some of it's gonna be in blonde foils. And then I'll put a protector over the ends, like a conditioner or something, so that the color doesn't grab when I'm washing it out. I could also like camouflage the grays with highlights. Social media. Okay, that is getting hot. It is time to cut my hair. All right. I think I'm gonna turn that off. And then I'm gonna start putting on my makeup, and we'll do the top of my hair after. I just don't want to leave it up here too long because then it's gonna get wavy. You know what? Now that I turned it off, I'm gonna use this because it's still hot. That's better. I don't like to use too much heat. And I also don't like putting heat protector on right before I'm gonna dye my hair. Look at all those highlights coming through. Wow. I'm just shocked. I've never used a color remover. I've always used bleach. Even though I went to hair school, I preferred bleach. I was like, I'm just gonna get this done, you know? But so much better, so much better. All right, now I could put it up. Woo! I'll straighten it again later, but it won't be as much to straighten. I'm gonna try to make sure it doesn't get any kinks in it. And I'm not kink shaming my hair. Just kidding. Okay, let's put some makeup on. Thank you, Shahul. Thank you. Hi, Tank. Shout out to Tank. Hi, preppy girl. Now that'll cool you down. This is the Facial Prime and Setting Mist. It has fresh rose water and aloe. I'm gonna... Just kidding. Am I kidding? Now I just got my hair a little more wet, but we'll take care of that. We'll take care of that when I straighten it again at the end. I don't want to like sit here with my hair down and get real hot. So I'm just gonna put the makeup on first, and then I'll run the straightener over it very, very lightly. I actually don't even need to. It's going to be easier to do the highlights. I can always straighten it tomorrow, or I can straighten it right before I do it. The fact that it's like straighter than it usually is when I curl it is going to help. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if you have those little waves in it, it's hard to do those lines. So, all right. Are we ready to rock and roll? Rock and roll. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate that. Yes, it is active. It's up and running. I did my first live yesterday over there, and it went well. I might do another one after this. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do it tomorrow, though. I think tomorrow's a better idea. So I can tell people ahead of time, not spring it on them and they miss it. Plus, I don't want to sit too long. It is time for me to try to recover from my doctor appointments. I've been sitting every day since. And when I sit, it won't heal. So I just need a little less time sitting. So maybe I'll do it tomorrow. The live over there. I'm still going to go live here tomorrow, but not as long. Just a short little live tomorrow. I also have to sit to get my toes done, so I have to account for every minute that I spend sitting down. So I'll probably be on here an hour tomorrow instead of 3 or 4. And then I'll do an hour over there and an hour on my toes, and then I kept it under 3 hours. Na, 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 where's my, there it is. I have that song stuck in my head. Hi, Rancho Deloro. Okay, yesterday I was trying to do a certain look and it did not get done. So I'm going to try to do it today. We're going to do a subtle eye makeup, and we're going to do a darker purple slash fuchsia-ish, like purplish fuchsia lip color. I've done it once before and I loved it. I don't know how that color is going to look with this skirt, but I can always change my skirt. It'll probably look good, actually. Like a real dark color, kind of alternative vibes, you know? How are you doing, Rancho? Thank you. I wore black yesterday, my black dress yesterday, and it kept, like the flap kept folding out on me. Today I'm wearing a black shirt and a green skirt. I had a second ruffle, so I wasn't just totally lifting up my skirt. Just the first ruffle. All right. Thank you, Rancho Delora. I appreciate that. All right. We're going to leave that like that. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm going to put it down the side of my nose. Even though I haven't done my contour on my nose yet, just a little pre-contour there. As long as I only put a little contour on the nose, that little light part will stay and it'll work. So I'm going to do like little dots. Instead of a whole line down my nose, I'm going to just put little dots so that it doesn't go over that little light part that I just put down. Kind of like how my hair, like what happened to my hair. You know what I mean? I did the light part and then the dark part went over it. So Now I put that light part on my nose, so I don't want the dark part to go over that and take it away. This is what I use, and I usually just draw like a whole line. But what I'm going to do little dot, little dot, little dot, little dot. See how little I put on? Just hardly anything. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Robbie. I appreciate that. Ooh, I almost used this. It had black on it. I was going to use that for my contour. Heck no. That does too. Okay, I'm going to use this one then. Yeah. Yep. Now let's blend that. If interested, I do have a site, you guys. You can go enjoy. Here is not the place where I can talk like you guys are talking. Okay, let's erase some of that. It was still a little too much, but definitely better than if I had to put a lot. I have 3 adult children. They're adults. My daughter lives with me and helps me out. Sorry, guys. Okay. That worked. That worked. That worked. Crow! Shout out to Crow. How are you doing? I'm going to put very little powder on today. I just don't want to put so much. I'm going to hold my breath. Okay. I don't want, like, that powder makes my nose run. I don't need that. Thank you, Rod. You know, people see them and they say that, and then I show them close up, like as if they didn't see them already. But I just want to show you a closer up of the art. Like, she put a lot of detail in them. I do poses once I have my makeup on. I do poses at the end and we take pictures. But if you want a couple, I only have one eyebrow on. Let me put my other eyebrow on. I would rather have all my makeup on, but if you're pressed for time, then let me get my eyebrow on and I got you. There you go. Ooh. Oh, I'm hurting already. Hurting already. Thank you, Shahul. I have shown my outfit. I've shown it like 3 times. You guys can go back and look, or you can wait for me to stand up again. I have to get my makeup done. If you're going to talk to me like that about them, I suggest you just go to my other site. This is YouTube. I think sometimes you guys are lost. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to lose my YouTube because you've got desires. Like, no. You can go meet me somewhere else where I have a mild spicy page. It still doesn't mean that I like to be talked to like that, but I can handle it better over there because there aren't kids over there. It's not that I'm a prude, it's that there's kids here. You know what I mean? Link is going to be in the bio. Cody, do you mind putting it one more time? Link is in my bio on my channel, like in the description of my channel with the little pepper emoji. Or you can copy paste my name and my @ here. Same name, same @ here as it is there. Let's have a beer. A root beer. I know that wasn't funny. Root beer. Root beer. No sugar, no chemicals, no artificial colors. No flavor. Just kidding. I'm just kidding, Zevia. I thought that was funny. No this, no that, no this. It tastes fine. It's a lot better than regular soda or diet soda. Both have their downsides. Sugar is better for you than chemicals unless you've got a sugar issue. Then the chemicals might be better. It all depends what you're working with. You know what I mean? Chemicals have their downside and sugar has its downside. So both are bad and this has neither. Okay, let's put a little bronzer on this moment. Yes, you could take a screenshot of the link. You could take a screenshot of my name on the channel. And I post in the community post all the time about it now, at least every day. Which I know is going to get a little annoying, but I have to mark it, you know. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put a little of that down here. I'll blend that a little bit. You know what? It's coming out really well. I'm going to do a kind of a pink moment. Here's what I'm going to use, this Milani. It's kind of pinkish, kind of purplish, which is what lipstick we're going to do, only darker. So I'm going to go with that. Does anybody have any plans for the summer? Any big plans? Let me know what you're thinking besides work. Does anybody have anything fun that they're wanting to do? Thank you, Christopher. Shout out to Christopher. This is not the right brush for this, but it'll work. This is my favorite one. please don't be, like, I knew somebody was going to say that. Please don't be disrespectful. I'm asking because I care about you guys. I want to hear what you've got planned for your summer. Don't disrespect me because I care about you. Like, I'm trying to be a nice person and you take advantage of my kindness. Don't do that. You could think it in your head because I was thinking it in mine that someone was going to say it. But there are kids here, so please keep it together. Is anybody going on a cruise? Is anybody traveling? Is anybody doing anything? Gonna go horseback riding? Are you gonna lounge? Are you gonna go swimming? Let me know what your plans are for the summer. You know, you don't have to tell me the whole summer, just like something you're looking forward to. Oh, how nice, Nicholas. I love that. I wanted to learn that. I mean, and I'm saying wanted past tense, but I do want to learn it. I used to live in California, so maybe when I get to feeling better, I would love to learn that. I really would. That's a good one. Hey, Brandon. Big shout out to Brandon in the house. Okay, I'm liking this a lot. This color is really pretty. It's very soft, very demure, very cutesy. I'm so happy with how bright these are. You guys have no idea. Look at that. Look how bright that is. Without bleach too. Yay. Yay. That means I could continue to grow my hair. Yes, I'm going to get it cut, but I want to continue to grow it longer. I know it's already long, but I love long hair. I used to have such long hair. Like, to where when I would tuck my pants in, I could tuck my hair into my pants. Now, I don't like it to go past my pants, like the waist of my pants, because I don't want it, you know, I don't want it to go too low. But yeah, I like when it's like you go to tuck in your pants and it accidentally a little bit goes into your, you know, pants. That's how long it was. But yeah, I don't want it touching my crack. No. You haven't? I love California. That's where my kids are at and my grandson. So I would love to go there soon. I am going to be having a neck and facelift, you guys. Let me show you from the side. Let me turn it proper to the side. I've got this little bit of skin right here. It used to be worse, but if I don't keep up on my skincare, then like it looks all wiggly right here. It's just time, and I'm gonna get the kind that looks more natural. But I can't wait. And so when I go down there for my consultation, I would like to see my kids. I'd like to see the ocean. I'd like to eat some Mexican food. I think it's going to be a good time. And then I'll go back down and then I'll get the procedure. I don't know if I'm going to do the tailbone first or the facelift because I'm going to do both. But here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to put the money down first for the tailbone. Then I'm going to do the facelift only because I have to travel. So if I do the tailbone first, I won't be able to travel for the facelift. So if I do the face one, I'll be okay like in a matter of a couple weeks to get back on camera. And then I could go and do the tailbone one. But I am going to pay for the tailbone one first because my health is more important. But I have to think about the travel. If I can't travel for a year, then that means I won't see my kids for a year. It means I won't get my facelift for a year. So it's probably better I do that one first, but for sure I'm going to pay for the tailbone first. Because goodness forbid that the money dries up on the other site and I've paid for the facelift and now I can't pay for my tailbone. No, I don't foresee that happening, but it's the intelligent thing to do is to take care of your health first. So I'm going to pay for that first. That way I don't miss out on it at all. Like I've had a really good week on there, but what if it stops? You can't count your chickens before they hatch, you know? Thank you, Cody. I appreciate that. I have a great doctor. He did my nose. And then the doctor who did my hip is gonna do my tailbone. Okay, I'm gonna clean that one up a little bit. Had a little whoopsie there. A little tiny whoopsie. Wrong one. Oh, sure, it's AI. Sure it is. Yep. Because being a human being is so unbelievable these days. It's not like I'm doing backflips, my guy. Right here, one sec. Oh. Okay, now to the people who wanted to see the skirt. All right. Hopefully you stayed. To the person who was asking. All right, I like it. I like. This concealer is Pro Conceal. It has a little brush on it. Let me show you. So the brush can get in those like cracks and crevices if you have like an acne scar or pimple or something like that. And it like brushes it on the eye instead of like the little flat brushes, the fuzzy flat brushes. It works really well. KK Bradley also uses it, who is a fantastic makeup artist and uses the best stuff. And he uses it too. Hi, Russell. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Thank you. Thank you, Nicholas. I like green too. I like emerald green a lot. That's probably my favorite. Although I'm starting to lean towards bluish purple, like an indigo. Probably because of my lights behind me. No! Now I have to go thicker on the other side. All right, let me just go thicker on the other side before I finish the wing. Thank you, Russell. How are you doing, Russell? Thank you, Lenny. I appreciate that compliment. I was going to start back in the gym today, but I was a little behind schedule. Because I wanted to do my hair. I haven't done my hair in so long. Ow! I hit my elbow. Ow. But now the first step is done, and now all I have to do is the second step. Usually there's 3 steps for me, but if I could get through the second one, then the third one's going to be easy peasy. I get very quiet when I'm doing this because if I talk, it moves my face and the line won't come out as well. All right, let me clean that side up just to make it a little sharper. I did, yeah. Hi, Brian from Michigan. How are you? How's Michigan? All right. Now on to the eyeliner. Mascara, I mean. And I still have not found my primer. That's okay. All right, I can't wait to show you guys this lipstick. It's my favorite. I didn't think I would like it when I first bought it because it's really dark, but I mix it so it's not as dark. But I am starting to like darker lipsticks as long as I keep the eye makeup very fair, very subtle. The contrast looks really pretty. If I have dark or wild eye makeup and then I wear like a dark bright lipstick, it does look clownish to me. It's just too much. Like when I did that blue and red eye look, I should have done a nude lip. Instead I did a dark burgundy and it just look, I can't even look at the pictures, I'm gonna be honest. It was just too much for me. Almost 200 likes, that's what's up. Thank you guys, I appreciate that. Double tap those screens, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If it's your first time here, my name is Brooke. Please say hello to the mods, Cody and Milo, or Milo's Life. We have 2 other mods. They're just not here right now. We have Sam, who's been with me the longest. Since before I had 3,000 subs. So about a year Sam's been here. And each of them started as viewers and were showing up and being so kind, so helpful, so consistent that they became mods. My mods never had to ask me to be a mod. All they had to do was be themselves. And then I was like, I like you. I want you to be my mod. Will you be my mod? In fact, I don't even think I asked first. I just made them mod and I'm like, are you okay with that? Yeah, I was like, you're a mod. Yeah. That's how I pick my mods, is whoever just shows up and fits my vibe. I'm I'm doing all right. How are you doing, Johnny? Hi, Linda. Hi, GC. Yes, positive vibes only and always here. Do we have our moments? Yes, but we try to keep that positive train a rolling. Okay, that curled really well. Ooh, 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 love you. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna put a little more on this eye, and then I'm gonna put my lashes on, and we'll move to the lipstick, and I'm done with, oh, and highlighter. And then I'm done with my makeup, and we could just hang out. I'll probably take some pictures if Milo is willing to do that, or if Sam comes back in time. I know Cody might be willing to take them as well. But I'll ask Milo, because I because you did the spicy message today, Cody. I'm gonna ask Milo to do the pictures, if you don't mind. If you don't mind. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Sometimes I say things and I'm like, God, did I just say that? Like, I let you do that. That sounded so bad. Okay, you know what I mean. You know I didn't mean that. Not that way. Sometimes things just, you don't find the right wording. You know what I mean? Okay, I try to divide things as evenly as I can between the mods. That's all. That's all. Okay, let's use a highlighter and then the lipstick, and I'm done. Oh yeah, my eyelashes. Hello. Self-approval is the best. I'm gonna use a little yellow one today. I'm gonna keep this higher instead of going as far down, all the way down to here. I'm just gonna keep it on the upper part. And then I'm gonna put it right here, like an exclamation point. You put it right here and a little dot right there, and it'll make your nose look upturned even if it's not. That'll make your cheeks look like they're kind of glowing. Let's do the other side and I'll show you what I mean. Right where that light would hit your cheek, you put it right there. See what I mean? See what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna put a tiny bit more so you can see that exclamation point better. There you go. And then a little above my lip. Sweet home Alabama. Oh, I have to put my lashes on, but let me just go ahead and get my lip liner. We're gonna do this purple here. Where the skies are so blue. Or is it gray? I don't know. Whatever. Ouch. Oh. Oh, I have some lashes right here. I'll use those. I thought about using a more exaggerated lash today, but since I'm keeping the eye a little more subtle, I'm just gonna stick with these. How you doing, Copper? Hope you don't mind me calling you Copper instead of the whole name. Hi, Nitty. Yes, single, not looking to mingle. I'm looking to get healthy before I look for a relationship. I'll never be 100%. And I'm not saying that to be a pessimist, but more of a realist. I am also an optimist that I'm going to heal somewhat. You know what I mean? Instead of saying, I'll never get any better. I'm working towards getting better. And if I didn't think I'd get better, I wouldn't be working towards it. But I do have a bone disease and a brain condition. So the brain condition's never going to go away. The bone disease is never going to go away. But if I can improve the tailbone enough to be able to sit comfortably, my life will be better. So, yeah, I'm never going to be 100%. Who is? But I will be 100% happy with any improvement. Any. If my pain was a 5 instead of a 6, or a 9 instead of a 10, worth it. Worth it. It was great. Thank you for asking, Kyler. I kept it short and sweet, but it was good. Maybe one of the people who was there last night can let you know so that you can get an honest opinion. Is anybody willing to say how they thought the live stream went yesterday? It was more of an introduction to myself and to the page than it was like we really got into, you know, like the content that I'm going to be doing on there. Like if I'm going to be working out, or if I'm going to be cooking in an apron, or if I'm going to be doing this, or I'm going to be doing that. It was really just me sitting and talking and a little bit of shake, rattle, and roll. My day has been great. What about yours, Prince X Jaden? Or Prince Jaden? You work out? Great. I love working out. I'm going to get back to it hopefully tomorrow. I have been crippled. I'm disabled as it is, but recently I crippled myself by running into a box and getting a hematoma on my leg, but it's finally starting to heal. I can walk again. I can't walk very far, and I can't stand very long, but I'm going to go for 5 minutes just to get back in that routine and to get myself out of the house every single day. And if I need to lay down in the evening because my leg is tired, that's okay, because at least I got a 5-minute walk where, you know, not just steps around my house, but like actually on a treadmill again will feel so good. Like I've got my freedom back and my life back. I used to go to the gym even when I was paralyzed because I didn't want the muscles to atrophy. Hold on. I know I wasn't looking, but did anybody answer that question about how the live stream went? Did anybody answer that? I'm going to do my eyebrows just a little bit darker. This is not the vibes. Hi, Marcos. Is it Marcos or Marcus? If it's Marcus, put a 2. If it's Marcos, put a 1. I mean, I see how it's spelled, but some people pronounce things different. Now I forgot which one I said. Marcos as a 1. Okay. You shouldn't talk about your mom like that, Ducks. That's not very nice. I'm sure she's a lovely woman. Let's make this a little bit darker. And I take back my joke. That's not nice. Your mom did nothing except not teach you how to be a gentleman. Sometimes I resort to jokes back to people who are rude, but I want to be better than that. Just because he's calling me ran through doesn't mean I should be insulting an innocent woman who isn't even on here. So I do apologize for that. But I'm also somebody's mom. I'm also a human being. So let's do better, people. I love you too. Thank you. A green substance. Thank you, Mr. J. Thank you. I appreciate that. I need to hold myself to a better level. Like, I have to be accountable. I don't want to be like them. I don't. I want to be better than that. And I don't mean that. I'm not saying that to insult them. I'm saying that I want to be better than what I just did. You know what I mean? So I send that person some love. And hopefully that love that I'm sending to them, it might not make them nicer to me, but maybe it'll make them nicer to themselves and the next person. Because me doing that is just going to keep that energy rolling. They're going to hate me that much more. They're going to hate themselves that much more. They're going to hate the next person that much more. So maybe the kindness will help. Maybe not today. Maybe tomorrow. If it helps the next person, then that helps the next person and the next person. And it'll eventually come back to me. Okay, eyebrows are darker. Much better. Much better. Mucho más mejor. What'd you call me? Sorry, give me a sec. I need this little tissue. Okay. We're going to use this darker purple lipstick, which is going to look good with this subtle eyeshadow. Thank you, Olivia. Shout out to Olivia. Thank you. Thank you, a green substance. Thank you. I'm only better than them in that moment if I do better, but I make mistakes, you know. Look what I just said about his mom. You know what I mean? Like, I've done a lot of bad things in my life, so who knows? He might be younger, and I was doing a lot of dumb stuff when I was younger, so am I better than him? You know? Maybe my behavior in that moment was better, but am I better? I don't know. Pretty. It looks funny right now, but just hold on. We're going to lighten it. We're getting there. It's going to be so pretty. Yes, it is a part of being human. Yes. That's right. I certainly don't want to judge somebody off of one behavior. You know what I mean? Who knows? He could take care of the homeless. He could, you know, be caring for an ailing person. And is a good person, you know, like, but just does that social media type stuff. I don't know. So I'm gonna just not sit here and go, I'm better than you. You know, it wouldn't be fair. But I do appreciate the support. I do. All right, here we go. I know it's dark. I know it's dark, but the eyeshadow is light. The eye makeup is light, and I like it. I like it. Let me straighten my hair one more time. What do you guys think? Do you like the darker color? I know it's a dark color, I know. But do we like it? Thank you, Milo. Thank you, Kyler. Never mind what. What'd I miss? See, look at all that, the waves from putting my hair in a clip. That's why I didn't over straighten it earlier, because I knew I was gonna have to straighten it again, and I don't want to damage my hair. So I just did it a little bit. Now I'll do the rest. You guys never see me straighten my hair, never. I'm always curling it. I'm not a big fan of straight hair because I have a long, skinny face. And long, straight hair can make a long face look more long. So the more volume, the better if you have a long, slender face. But this has a purpose why I'm doing it. So that I can dye my hair without all the waves. You can't see me full nude. Don't imply that. You could see me with less on, but not totally nude. And I don't know if you're talking about a different Brooke, but unless she's here and I know her, don't advertise other people, please. Hi, Sabino. Hi, Shelly. Or Shell, I'm sorry. How you doing, Shell? Time to check my... Thank you, Jason. How are you doing, Jason? I'm in Vegas. I am originally from California. I'm a California native, born and raised. But now I'm a transplant to Vegas. It looks so pretty to me. I think it's so pretty. The lighter color on my hair, I've missed it. The lighter color, I just think it works better with my features. Yes, brown hair looks better with blue eyes sometimes. Like, it'll really make blue eyes pop. But blonde can really soften up your features and your face if done right, not too harsh, the right shade of blonde. It could actually soften up your face because I do have some harsh features. If I wear too much makeup, I can look like I've got some masculinity going on in my face. I'll be the first to admit it. Yeah, so I just try to like do things to soften my look. Before, my nose was like pointier. So when I would have brown hair, I felt like kind of like witch vibes because it would make my nose look even pointier. And what do they draw when they draw witches? They draw like larger noses, pointy noses, a chin that goes out, like my chin goes out a little bit. So I certainly felt like more like harsher with the darker hair. When I put on like brown wigs, I like it for a day if the makeup's right, but I don't like it every day. Thank you, 420. Okay, there's the look, you guys. So much more blonde. I'm so happy. Without any damage as well. That makes me so happy. I can't wait to finish the rest of the blonde. Put some, let me like make this not so flat straight. I want it to kind of have a little volume. There we go. All right. Please don't respond to people with their negative comments. Let's not do that, please. Shout out to Christopher. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you, Gerard. Shout out to Gerard. Thank you for saying that about Milo's life. The mods are all so sweet here. Thank you, Harper. All right. In a little bit, let me get my earrings so we can take a few pictures. Ooh, almost stepped on my hair dryer. I think I'm going to do some hoop earrings because like the skirt is kind of giving like something that would go with hoop earrings. Oh no, oh no, oh no, my hair's on my lipstick. Oh, you have to be careful with that because if you like move it, the lipstick can go across your face. Okay, so we're using these. Fragrance collection check. I keep mine in my bathroom in a medicine cabinet. Just so that when I get out of the shower, it's right there. Plus I have 2 medicine cabinets in there in the bathroom. So one of them has like supplements in it, like a few supplements and like self tanners and things like that. And then the other one has my perfumes. So I'm not going to be able to do that right now. But my favorite is Pistachio Dream by Sand and Fog. And Good Chemistry has some body sprays that are like healthier for your pH. And don't typically give people as bad a headaches for people who get like migraines from perfumes because they use healthier stuff. I like Sweet Vanilla. So it's a little musty, a little sweet, like not too vanilla-y, but it's like a whipped vanilla, makes it lighter. I'm sorry to hear that, Harper. Well, please leave her alone. Just leave her alone. We'll say sorry and move on. We want to keep things positive here, but yes, we're all humans. So I don't mind if someone tells me that as long as they're not trying to get a hello out of me for it. Like the person who said, my dog died. Will you say hi to me? And I'm like, was your dog a boy or a girl? And they're like, a boy, I think. Yeah. But yeah, we do try to keep the topics pretty positive and light here, but I want you guys to be able to talk to me. So I'll just say I'm sorry and we'll move on. I'm the sweet whipped vanilla. Thank you. Thank you, Magic Plays All Day. I didn't mean you. I didn't mean you, Harper. I meant someone else. Okay, guys. We're going to take a few pictures if Milo does not mind. If you're ready. Hi, Lou 1, Lou 2. Hi, Rectangled Galaxy. I am still hurting, but I think I'm okay right now. I'm hurting, but not as bad as I was at the end of my stream yesterday. You know what, you guys? I had to put like 6 lidocaine patches on my back and butt. 6. I had them like... I don't usually use my lidocaine patches, but last night I did. I'm 48. Okay, I'm ready to. It's kind of easier to take them when I'm not sitting behind a desk. I wish I would have put some makeup on my chest. Let me put a little. Let me put a little. I can't let you guys see, but I'm gonna put a little. I'm sorry, Milo. Give me a sec. I just want the pictures to come out better. And I can't let you guys see what I'm doing because YouTube thinks it's like inappropriate for me to put makeup on my chest. I'm just gonna put a little just to kind of cut some of that red. Why do I have a crumb on my shirt? Is that a mole? So sorry. Like, did I just grow a new mole? Now I just scratched at it, so it's gonna be a little redder. Okay. Isn't that better already? I'm gonna have to put some powder if I want it to stay, but I don't want to put it now or my nose will run more. I just can't use that powder. Okay, now I'm ready. I actually don't spend a fortune on makeup. I buy drugstore makeup, like cheap, affordable makeup. And yeah. Okay, here. Let's turn around. Let's come this way. Oh, what was that? Oh. Look how light my hair is. Oh my goodness. Like over there, it did not look this light. It took almost all that brown out. Oh. But don't get makeup on the bed. Let's do some standing ones. When my hair is straight, I don't feel as good. I've already mentioned that. So I don't know how many pictures I'm going to want to take because of that. Like, I don't think I'm going to like the pictures as much. And not because of anyone else's fault, but just because my hair is not straight. I don't feel like me. It's a little too high. who loves me online. Okay, I think we're good. Thank you, Milo. I appreciate you. Let me grab my soda. I'm gonna sit on the bed so we can just vibe out. Ooh. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I can't believe how light it is. It didn't look this light over there by the desk. And yes, it looks a little orangish, but that's because I just used a color remover. And there used to be brown up here. But the next time I do my hair, you guys, I'm gonna take a little bleach and put some highlights and a little of the ashy color and do some low lights, and that ash color is gonna go over the gold. The bleach is gonna lift the gold, and then I'm gonna tone all of this. So I can't wait. Thank you, Junio. Shout out to you. Saygun, you're on the wrong profile. You can follow me on the other site. Link is in the bio. Same name here as it is there. So just screenshot my username. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. Yeah, I definitely prefer lighter, blonder hair. So what I did is I used a color remover to strip out all that brown. And I have a lot of red in my hair. Usually when you use a color remover, it doesn't always get every ounce of the color out. But like, look how much of that brown had grabbed onto the blonde. So instead of me bleaching all of this to get it light again, all I did was use a really safe color remover, and it like pulled all of that brown out of my blonde. So yeah, it's gonna be really nice. I think I'm gonna cut some long bangs, but I'm not sure, because I want to do a, not a money piece, but like a where it's like heavier blonde right here, but not a chunk, not like a solid chunk, but like heavier highlights right here, and then lighter highlights, like more sparse. But I want to do like heavy right here. I just don't want a big old chunk. I just want it like heavier handed right here, and then to go a little lighter handed. Kind of the Scandinavian hairline, they call it, so that you look more blonde in the front. So it'll kind of imitate a money piece without being a solid chunk. Thank you, Shahul. Oh, the hand mirror was facing, oh no. Okay, if you can hang out for a little bit, then I'll, after sitting here for a while before we end the stream, then I'll go back over there. I don't meet up with anyone in person. However, once I do a meet and greet, I will, when I have security, you know. But I'm not just gonna like meet up with anyone and everyone. I have 136,000 people who subscribe to me, let alone the people who watch me and not subscribe. I couldn't meet up with everyone, you know, but I could do a meet and greet once I get to like 500,000 fans or 1 million fans. Shout out to Java, thank you. There are people that want a meet and greet. Like I said, once I get to like 500,000 or 1 million, I'm willing to do it if I have security. But like at this point, I think it's too soon. Your local hot duck. Hi. No, I'm not Sarah J. I'm Brooke, Babbling Brookie, and people ask to meet me every day. They do. So I don't have to be her. I can just be me. And if people want to meet me, I'm going to eventually make that happen, just not right now. Thank you, Russell. She's a lady. Yeah, I've heard that. No, I'm going to hire like real security people to be my security, like a company that's backed by insurance. It's not live, Doug. Could have fooled me. Pretty sure it's live. Thank you, Phyllis. Shout out to Phyllis. Thank you, Doug. Yeah, it's absolutely live. You know how you could tell? Around my profile picture, it'll be red and it'll say live. You can't really fake that. Like, YouTube's not going to lie to you about it being live. There are some lives that, like, when they record it, they say, oh, this is live. So they're not lying, like, because when they're filming it, it was live. But then when people watch it back, they're trying to comment thinking it's still live. But the way you could tell is you like either go to the channel or you go to the picture, the profile picture, and it'll have a red circle around it. That means you're live. Like currently live. Hudsy, you can go to my blue channel. Of course it's live. Is it OT Prod? Hi. How do I deal with the weird people? I don't mind weird people. If you mean rude people, I try to be what I'm looking for from other people. Like if you need someone to be kind to you, I try to be kind instead of expecting it from them. The more expectations you have for other people, the more you're going to be disappointed. Now, don't get me wrong. I have my days where I like kind of lose it. But I have more days where like I handle it okay because I just no longer expect people to behave the way I do. I know that there's going to be rude people. I know there's going to be people with nasty comments. I know there's going to be people that pick on me. So I'm just going to try to be the nice person in the situation, and it makes me feel better than getting aggravated. Like anger and aggravation really takes a toll on you. I hear that it shortens your life. It certainly makes your life less enjoyable. So if for only that reason alone, it's worth it. Please ignore the chats you guys don't like. Just talk to me. 4 more likes for 250. Whoop, 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 whoop. 4 more likes, 4 more likes, 4 more likes, 4 more likes. Thank you. Thank you, Christopher. Shout out to Christopher. Thank you, Chopped. I just took the brown out of it. And so it's a little yellowish, but I'm gonna finish it. Like I have another step or two to do for it, but this is like step 1. And then I straightened it so that I could do the highlights. I'm just gonna take it and then you like weave little highlights and you bleach it, and then I'll put some low lights and then I'll tone it and then I'll be done. But I do want bangs. I do. Just like longer ones. Because I have a big forehead. I have a big old forehead. It's either I cut bangs or I start running that thing as billboard space along with something else. Shout out to Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for the 250 likes. Whoop, 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 whoop. Thank you so much. I'm not looking to cuddle with anyone. Yeah, I'm sure I could. Got a lot of space up there. I could put a lot of words. Yeah, no, I'm not going to let them ruin my day. And even when I do respond to them, it's usually to either try to get them to see where I'm coming from, or to try to educate them, or to make a little joke. But sometimes I go too far, and so I apologize, which I did earlier. Someone said I was like chopped or something, and I said your mama's chopped, or whatever it was. Like, that's an example. Shout out to Hopsh. Thank you. Whoop, 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 whoop. And then I apologized, because what did she do to me? Nothing. You know what I mean? And even though he did something to me, I'm doing more to myself by responding like that than I am winning by being rude back, you know? I'm actually losing because I'm like becoming what I don't want to be. Thank you to the mods. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Chaos. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Is it Tutoroo? Tutoroo Gaming? Thank you, Chaos. Shout out to Hopsh. Whoop, 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 whoop. Big shout out to you. Thank you so much. Thank you, J Par. How are you doing? I'm trying to be nice to myself. You know, it's not about them, it's about me. When I respond in anger, I feel yucky inside. So I'm not doing it for them as much as I'm doing it for me. You know what I mean? Like, do they deserve my kindness? Maybe, maybe not. You know, maybe no one else ever showed them any kindness. Maybe hurt people. You know what I mean? But I'm doing it so I don't feel yucky. Hi, RK. Thank you, Mr. J. Shout out to you. Yeah, I used to have such bad anger, you guys. And then when I drank, but I went to anger management. It might have been court ordered. That's how bad it was. It might have been court ordered 3 times. Yeah. Because I was like, you're not going to hurt me. But then I was hurting me. Like, I was like, I'll get the best of you. You know what I mean? And it was just getting the best of me. So now it's really not that important anymore. I'd rather be happy than be right. I'd rather move on and move away than like move in their face and like respect me. Like, that's not how you get respect. So Cody will put the link in the comments, or you could go to my bio, my main page, and it'll be in there with next to a little pepper, a little spicy pepper. And there it is. It's in the comments right there. Thank you, Cody. And thank you, Milo. Yeah, and if the link doesn't work, because some people said they had trouble with the link, some didn't, you can use my username here, or you can use my @ here, like Brook Key, like BabblingBrook Key, like a key to a lock. It's spelled BROOKEY. All you have to do is like screenshot it, or, you know, copy paste it, or write it down, or whatever you want to do. There's 3 ways you can find me on there. The link, my username, or my @ name. I have yellow teeth. That's all right. I don't think I've been with a Gemini. I don't know. Please don't put your age. I'm just gonna, thank you. I do want to read it, but I don't want to. Yeah, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Some people say you fight fire with fire, but has a fire ever put out a fire? No, you know, it's like, obviously you fight fire with water. Thank you, Doug. Hey, Ghost. Okay, well, I don't know. When is Gemini? I don't follow it close enough. I know I had a lot of Aries boyfriends. I had a boyfriend that was great, born in January, and he passed away. But yeah, I had a lot of Aries boyfriends that never worked out. Thank you. Shout out to Alex. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Alex. I seem slow, like slow motion. Kind of, yeah. I have a little bit of a slow way of speaking. I am slow moving. I'm a little, not melancholy, but kind of like, you know what I mean? I don't really have any high highs or low lows anymore since I quit drinking, and I don't use stimulants and things like that, except like matcha. But yeah, I've always been like a slow speaker, slow mover, except in track. Like if I was running, I was running. But yeah, that's just how I am. Thank you. Thank you, John. And then I have a friend who speaks very quickly, and I'm like, how does she do that? Yeah, I just don't get it. I'm not like that. I'm more like doo doo doo, and not in a I don't have a brain type of way, but I mean like just more laid back. Mellow yellow. Thank you. Thank you, Nicholas. Shout out to you. No, I'm not engaged. I'm engaged with you guys. I'm engaging with you, but no, I'm not engaged. Hey, Paul. Hi, Phyllis. Do you talk fast? Yeah. Okay, so I don't want to like say the person's name, but she knows it too. So there's another streamer on here, and she's adorable, adorable, adorable. She talks fast. She's from New York. Her name is Pretty Jazzy. She talks so much faster than I do. I'm like very slow paced. She's a little faster talking. I'm like, how does she do that? And I'm not talking crap on her. We just have 2 different styles, you know, like when she talks fast, I talk slow. You know? Neither are right, neither are wrong. Thank you, Lamel. I just lightened it with color remover. Took the brown out of it. And I'm gonna dye it. I'm gonna put some like highlights and a little bit of low light shadow root, and then I'm going to tone it so it's less yellow. But yeah, I took the brown out with color remover, and then I straightened it. So thank you for noticing. Why do I need a Jamaican man? Can I have a Jamaican woman? Just kidding. Kidding, not kidding. Why does everybody think I need a man? Maybe I want a woman. Maybe I just want to look at the TV and go, hubba, hubba. You know, like, maybe that's enough for me. Shout out to Least Trustworthy Weasel. Woo, 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 woo. I am in a committed relationship with Wolverine and Thor. Super shout out to Least Trustworthy Weasel. Super shout out, 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 super shout out. Yeah. They don't know we're dating, but I do. So I love them enough for the both of us, or the 3 of us. And then someone was like, Thank you, Milo. Someone was like, "Are you attracted to Hugh Jackman?" You know, and I was like, "No, like it's not Hugh Jackman I'm attracted to. Like if I see him out of the costume, does nothing for me really." And he's an attractive man, but that's not it. It's the character. Did I say too much? I'm gonna blush. Yeah, it's the character. It's the good guy wrapped in a bad guy package. Wouldn't hurt anyone he loves. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean toxic bad guy. I mean like he's like kind of rough and gruff and manly, and kind of a loner, but then ends up with all these people around him that he loves and would protect. You know, I like somebody with fight in their heart and love in their heart, but maybe isn't too much of a goody two shoes. Because I'm not too much of a goody two shoes. I know it might seem like it sometimes on here because I say, oh, be nice to everyone and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm an adult woman. You know, I'm not total goody two shoes. Okay, fit check. Ooh, I'm standing on my thing here. Here it is. There's the fit check. Have I heard of what? I don't know what that is, Crystal. Nicholas. Oh, you have tinnitus. Things like for me, people that are really loud, I just have like a sensitive spirit. Time and place. You know what I mean? But like if I'm inside and they're like, ah, I'm like, I feel like I'm being assaulted in a way. You know? Oh, I shouldn't use that word. Like it's kind of jarring to me. Just because I'm operating here and they're operating here. But like if you put some drinks in me, I'm the loud person. You know what I mean? I'm like, blah, blah. But yeah, I don't know what that was. Shout out to Cecilia. Super shout out, 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 super shout out. Thank you, Cecilia. I appreciate you. I mean, like that. Hi, Amaya. Thank you, Crispy. Hi, Aloe. Hi, Jason from Down Under. Hi, Jose. Hardeep. Hi, Hardeep. Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. Let me just say your name. We do have to remove your comment, but thank you for the sentiment. If you notice your message was erased, it's just because of the boundaries on the channel, but thank you. Yeah, I look different because my hair is straight and lighter. I still have to do more to it, but I just removed the brown. That's all I did. Thank you, Gakaran. And hi, Michael. Hi, Al. Is it 07 Mares? I can't tell what that is. 07 Mares. My assessment on what? Okay, you can be gone for 24 hours. When you come back, be appropriate, please, or you're going to be kicked off the channel. I know you guys forget where you're at sometimes. This is a public domain where there are children as well, even though I put that it's not for kids. What that means is that, like, I'm not making kid content. It doesn't mean kids won't come on here. It means I'm not sitting there going, baby shark, 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 do, 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 and then that means you don't have a chat if it's for kids. I'm not doing like a puppet show. I'm not playing with like stuffed animals for the kids. But kids still come on here, even though it's not made for kids. So we have to keep that in mind. Hobbies. Okay, so I like playing pool. I like acting, like improv classes. I like going to the gym. I like reading. I like movies. I like camping. I like barbecues. I like cooking. I like martial arts. I haven't been able to do it since I got disabled, but I still like watching martial arts. Yeah, big MMA fan. No, I don't play Roblox. I don't mind like the older video games like Pac-Man and stuff, Asteroids, but I'm just not good at the new ones. There's too many buttons. I'll try to push it and I'm like spinning around like this, or like on the ground spinning around, and I don't know what I'm doing. So it's just not fun for me to like spin around over and over. My day's been okay. What about yours? Is it G-side? How are you? Yeah, I'm Madonna's little sister. And no, I'm not. Hi, Xander. Some people believe anything that I say, but of course, you're welcome. Thanks for being here. Pink Pearl OG. Is that what it is? Didn't I sag my brain was showing? I know you're trying to say, didn't I say my brain was showing? No, I didn't say my brain is showing. Can you see my brain? No. Is it out of the skull? Inside the neck cavity? Yes. I have something called Chiari, where part of the brain is like a hernia. You know, when you get like a hernia and your stomach will kind of come out of where it should be? Well, part of my brain is out of the skull. So it's herniated from the skull. Is it showing? No. If I lift up my hair, can you see my brain? No. But inside there, can you? Yeah. I never said you can see my brain. I never said that. You guys take things so you twist everything. Please don't spam. I'd appreciate it. We have certain boundaries here on the channel. I just want to stick to them, but thank you for the sentiment. You can see my brain? Great. Well, you must have X-ray vision. It's time to put that person in a timeout for spamming. I just did it. I like Frogger. Thanks, Leo. Well, Leo, I do have another page. The link is in the bio, or you can look and Cody will post it in the chat. You could also use my username here or the @ same over there. You what, Malcolm? Thank you, GMAC. I don't know what you mean by that, Keith. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Bloody. Is it Bloody Gion? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, it's Monday. Makeover Monday. Thank you. Thank you, Trouble Has Fun. I used 2 different eyebrow pencils today. I went with one that was a little too light, and then I went over it again with a different color. I think mixing it was beneficial. I did play sports in high school. So I used to do softball. I used to do track. I used to do cross country. Well, I used to roller skate at home. I used to play basketball at home. A little volleyball. But mostly softball, track, and cross country. Thank you, G-Side. I appreciate that. Shout out to you. I have cosplayed Ariel. I have. I think you mean in the dress. I mean, I did Ariel when she's washed up on the beach with her, like, thing around her. She's, like, got no clothes on, but she's got, like, a sail around her or something. I did that. So, yeah, I would do Ariel again, but I want to get to some new characters before I start repeating some of the old ones. I'm 5'7". You do, Russell? I miss roller skating. I did roller derby for a very little bit, but I kept getting hurt. And I was a waitress and a single mom. And I thought, who cares, like, I get hurt? You know, like, I wasn't afraid of getting hurt. But I had a life coach at the time. And he said, you're being selfish. And I was like, what? You know, like, I was just trying to have fun. And he's like, you're the sole provider of your children. And if you get hurt, they don't eat. And I was like, damn. So I quit. He wasn't wrong, you know? I kept getting hurt. I kept missing work. I had Aflac insurance at the time, that work insurance. So they would, like, pay me for every doctor appointment I went to and, like, my days missed if I got injured. But not as much as I was making at work. So he had a good point. He said, if you had a partner that could support you and your kids, if you got hurt, then I would say go for it. But you don't. So you have to be responsible. And I was like, okay. He wasn't wrong. Hi, Bella. Yeah, I did reenact that scene. I have pictures of it. I, like, look at my leg and I'm like, huh. Yeah, I did that. I have both. Pink Pearl. I have 2 boys, 1 girl. Hi, John Bird. Thank you, UK woman. I miss you too, Kaylee. Thank you. I do like chocolate. Yeah, not as much as, like, more sweet and sour candy, but I'm coming around to liking chocolate more as long as it's, like, really good chocolate. Like a chocolate truffle. That's a lot different than, like a little foil wrapped chocolate that isn't as good. You know what I mean? Like, I like good chocolate. Please don't put any racist comments or comments about race, please. Can we just be people? Do we have to be white, black, this, that? Do we? I mean, I know that, like, people like to put us in different boxes, but can't we just be people? Yeah, I like sour candy, and chocolate's good too. Yeah, blue peekaboo, pretty. Thank you, Spencer. Shout out to Spencer. Shout out to Amanda. Hi, John Bird. Favorite color, I like emerald green, but I'm leaning towards indigo. So if I say my favorite color is indigo in a week from now, I'm not lying. I just changed what my favorite color is sometimes. It used to be gray. Then it was, like, I was in this burnt orange phase for a while, which is random. And then I was in emerald green. Now it's kind of indigo. Shout out to Yuncha. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Boop, 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 boop. Am I saying it wrong? Yunche? Or is it Yuncha? I'm sorry, you told me this before. You told me. It's Yunche. I'm sorry. Ooh, dark gray and sunset red. Nice. Be a little more natural. I'm natural often. This is a YouTube channel. It's kind of my job. Shout out to Pink Pearl. Woo, 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 woo. If I came on here every day with no makeup, it'd be kind of boring. Like, I like to do something while I'm sitting here. So I do my makeup and then I sit and talk to you guys. That way I'm doing something. I'm creating new looks. I get to be creative. I get to have a hobby and not just sit on my butt and talk. But like today I left the house with no makeup on. You guys see me with no makeup all the time. That's what I prefer, no makeup or very little makeup, but who are you to tell me what to do? Why am I defending myself to you? Thank you, Golden. I think I look good both ways. I like both, you know? I'm gonna do what makes me happy. Thank you, Roman. Hi, Ruben from Corpus Christi. Is it Healy? Thank you, Mike. Shout out to Mike. Thank you, Paul. Woo, 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 woo. My stomach is like hurting like I'm hungry. Like, you know, like it's gonna rumble. It hurts. Like maybe it's the skirt. Like it's got that elastic stuff. Maybe it's like pushing on my stomach too much, but like it kind of hurts. It's kind of sore. I feel like it's gonna grumble and like go at any moment now. It did. How funny. Thank you, Haneen. I appreciate that. Yeah, it is time for a snack. Thank you, Emma. I appreciate that. Let me look for my phone, you guys. Hold on. I want to grab this real quickly. That's all my like therapy stuff. This is my heat thing for my neck. This is my red light for my tailbone. So I have like so many different therapy for pain devices. But that's what that is. All right, let's see where our subscriber count is at. Hi, Steven. Thank you, Tom. The bottom has braces on it, so some people think they're rotten. They think my teeth are black. But thank you. I appreciate that. Not many people say that because of the reason I just mentioned. Oh, I use L'Oreal Panorama or L'Oreal Voluminous. Sorry, I saw you put that and I got distracted. Okay, well, it seems I have to stay on here a little longer. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, pretty please. Let's try to get at least 10 more subscribers before I go. That would make me happy. The subscriber count just has not been going up like I would like it to. Maybe I've found all my people and that's all I'm gonna get. I'm just kidding. All right, we got another one. 9 more. Why am I so smiley? It's better than the alternative. Shout out to Spencer. Whoop, 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 whoop. There's a little ASMR for you. Thank you for that. Shout out to you. Shout out to R. Rios. Thank you so much. Super shout out to R. Rios. Whoop, 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 whoop. And 300 likes. Thank you guys. I appreciate that for the 300 likes. Yeah, it's somewhere on this channel. I have pictures in the community post. You just have to scroll back. Thank you, Spencer and Nicholas. Thank you so much. Whoop, 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 whoop. Shout out to the both of you. Hi, Adriana. Happy birthday. Thank you. Ultraman, thank you so much. Am I saying that wrong? Thank you, Matt. Shout out to Spencer. Whoop, 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 whoop. Thank you, Spencer. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You're Rios too? Nice. That's how I feel when there's other Brooks on here. Newton, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? You guys be nice to each other in the chat, please. Even if somebody isn't your cup of tea, be nice to them. I don't want to have to kick you out. Can we all get along? You don't have to like people to tolerate them. You know what I mean? Shout out to Spencer. Thank you, Spencer. Whoop, 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 whoop. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You can go to my spicy site if you want to see more. Not everything, but more. Links in the bio. Thank you. Just relax for a second. Did you see me take that breath in? I had to just relax for a second. Thank you so much for that like. I appreciate you. Bimmerlux. Is that right? Bimmerlux. Whoop, 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 whoop. Thank you so much. Thank you, Swimwell. Shout out to you. Thank you. Thank you, G-Side. Hi, Ray Link. Okay, let me take a look. I just want to get to 170. And then, I mean, not 170, to the 70 mark. 136370 mark. We're at 136364. So we need 6 more, and then I could take some more pictures at the desk and then head out and make you guys some shorts, make some content over on the other place, and post on TikTok, post on Instagram, post. Okay, I'll see you soon. Why do you want me to look up? Bye, Emma. Thank you, G-Side. Shout out to you. Bye, Arg. I'm not leaving just yet. We need to get like maybe 5 or 6 more subs before I can go. 4 more. Okay. I'm putting you in a timeout. We'll see you tomorrow, Aubrey. I don't like when people spam, and especially, like, I already asked you, why do you want me to look up? And you just keep going, look up, look up, look up, look up. How about you look up? Stop telling other people what to do. I don't like when people spam, so please don't spam. Jellyfish. It's your warning. Please don't spam, Jellyfish. Please don't call her stupid. Don't do that. I don't want to have to put you in a timeout, but now I have to. We'll see you tomorrow, too. Don't call people names on here. I don't like it. I'm 48. Hey, Gilbert. Shout out to They Love Shiloh. Hi. Oh, thank you, G-Side. I appreciate that. Some people say I look a lot older. Some say I look younger than my age. Some people say I look my age. Again, I think they're all right. All of them are correct. Sometimes I look older. Sometimes I look younger. Sometimes I look my age. Or, you know, like, that's their truth. That's their opinion. So I can't say they're wrong. If that's what they think, that's what they think. Thank you, Gilbert. I am 5'7". Fix the booger. I don't have a booger. Thanks for that. My name is Brooke. No, I'm not up for dinner. Hi, sincerely. You know, I was using tissue to dab my nose, so I thought maybe there was some tissue, but like, I'm like, booger. But yeah, so I went and checked. That's all right. It's all right. It's not a big deal. Not okay. You could come back tomorrow. If you talk to me again like that, you're not going to be here on this channel. It wasn't a compliment. I'm gonna eat. You know, I had some pineapple and low-fat cottage cheese. Yeah, I'm gonna eat dinner at some point. I'm wearing a green skirt. There's another ruffle, so calm down, everybody. Just kidding. Yeah, black shirt, green skirt. It's kind of, what do you call it, like Renaissance-y or pirate-ish. Thank you, They Love Shiloh. I appreciate you. It is 5:13. I'm glad I went and got my medicine early, because I would have been stressing to end this stream and to go get it. Yeah, I had to go pick up my medicine at the pharmacy. Thank you, Matthew. Shout out to Matthew. Cody, do you mind putting the link a lot more right now, just so everybody can get it before I leave? Just kind of like pepper it in there. Thank you. Okay, there's the spicy channel, you guys. It is not full NUDE, but you will see more than you see on here if you're interested, or you can use my username or my app. Same name here as it is there, same at here as it is there. Nice. I'm not a big fried food person. Occasionally, like, not really. I don't eat much fried food. I look like Morticia? Thank you. No, I don't have any free coupons. Like, why would I give you one and not the other people? Like, I wouldn't make any money if I just handed them all out. Like, you're going to be the one person that gets a free one and everyone else has to pay? That wouldn't be fair. It's $10, my guy. Like, I put it really low to be fair to you guys because I know the economy. I was more fair to you than I was to me with putting that pricing. So no, there's nothing free. No. Shout out to Michael. Thank you, Michael. Oh, I love baked chicken. Love baked chicken. Okay, we hit our 370, so 136371. So I'm going to head out of here so I don't hurt my tailbone. I think I'm going to go have some soup. Although I do have baked chicken I can bake. I do have some shrimp. I think I'm going to do soup just because I'm so hungry. I just want to like go eat some soup. I'm probably going to do the poblano soup. We'll see. Oh, I have another one that's like carrot, sweet potatoes, and something else. We'll see. All right. Do you want to take more pictures right here instead of at the desk, Milo? I don't know what that is. First of all, I don't know what Blue Chew is. I only know that I have a blue page, which starts with an O. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Okay. think that's good. Did we, like, how many did we take at the desk? I'm going to take a couple more here. Hold on. I think that's good. We only need like a few good ones, so I think we got some good ones. I trust you. Big arms, you know it. Just kidding. Yeah, I used to do a little bodybuilding. Not kidding. I used to, but like the bikini kind, like the smaller frame. And my arms would bulk up. But yeah, I do like hold a lot of fat there. And I can't really work out my arms right now because of my neck injury, but I'm trying to get back into it. I've been using this heat thing on my neck so that I can do my stretches. And then once I'm able to do my weights again, I'm just going to start with a pound and work my way up, but I'm not going to go as high as I used to lift just because I don't want to injure myself. Like, it was too much for my neck and brain condition. So I'm going to keep it light, keep it cute, and you can still like achieve what you want with lighter weight. You just need more reps and like good form. All right, I love you guys. I love the, oh, look at now we went above 300. It makes me want to stay a little longer. Let me see if the sub count's going up. One sec. And let me promote Milo's channel real quickly. Milo's Life right there in the blue. Go to Milo's channel, please, and subscribe. Look for my comments under any of her videos, any of her short videos. And if you see one of my comments, comment under my comment. That way we know you came from this channel. Please what? Tree Killer, please what? Not me again. If you keep coming on my channel and commenting, it's gonna send you my stuff. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber, so you're gonna see me on here. You know there's a button called not interested? It's your responsibility to like design what you want to see and what you don't. Like, yeah, you might see things once that you don't want to see, but then you can hit a button. So instead of complaining about it and hitting a bunch of buttons, why don't you just hit the one right one? Just one correct button and you'll solve your own problem. Instead of complaining about it, do something about it. Yeah, there is. It's called Do Not Show Me This Content. Not interested. Next time I come up on your page, instead of clicking on my video and talking to me, because that's going to send them to me, that's going to send you to me more often. It's not my responsibility to take care of your For You page. It's yours. Google it. Be a big boy. Shout out to Mario. Almost at 350 likes. I think I for sure am going to go at 350, but watch the 300 number come back. Yeah, let's get to 350 and then I'll go. 350, 350, 350, 350, 350. 9 more likes, you guys. Double tap. 8 more likes. Double tap that screen. And then that way I can go. Thank you. Thank you, Milo. The spicy link is, Cody just put it, but it is in my bio. Hi, Joe from Key West. You can also type in my username or my @name. The same one here is the same there. I have the same name on TikTok, that page, and here. All 3 places have the same. No, I'm not going to sing Ariel right now, but thank you for asking. Hi, Louise. Louisa. Or Luis. I saw the A, sorry. Sometimes I don't know where to start and stop, so. Okay, we did hit the 350. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you to my mods. Please go show Milo some support. Support my Instagram. Support my new page if you're interested. I'd appreciate it. I'd like to see you over there. And I'll be making you some shorts after I eat my food. And then, yeah, I'll be hopping onto the blue channel. See you guys later. Bye.